Okay. Okay, start.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Sadika Binte Said. My ID's last four digits is 1136. Our presentation topic is the process of research. Next. Here is our team members. Next. Submitted to our Honorable Lecturer Abdul Jami sir. Next. This is our topics. Next. Now I am discuss about introduction to research. Research is a systematic investigation to discover new knowledge, helps solve problems and improve existing ideas, moves knowledge from unknown to known. Next. Importance of research. Solves real-world problems, develops new knowledge, improves decision-making, supports innovation and development. Next. Objectives of research. Discover new facts, verify existing knowledge, development theories, solve practical problems. That's all from my side. My next team member will be continue now.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Sharmin Akhtar Mida. My ID of 4 digit is 1065. Types of research: basic research, applied research, qualitative research, quantitative research, exploratory research, descriptive research. Basic research extend fundamental knowledge without immediate practical use, focusing on theories, principles, and understanding. Applied research solved real-world problems using scientific method aiming for practical solution and direct applications outcomes. Qualitative research explore experience, meaning, and concept using non-numerical data like interviews, observations, and narratives. Quantitative research uses numerical data, statistics, and measurement to test hypotheses, identify patterns, and generalize finding. Exploratory research investigate new or unclear problems, gathering initial insight to define questions and guide further research. Described research describes characterizes behavior and phenomena systematically, providing detailed information without determining causes effect relationship. Next slide. Research process overview. Define research problem, literature review, formulated hypothesis, research design. Define research problem. Identify specific issue or questions to study clearly, outlining objective and research purpose. Literature review. Examine existing studies, theories, and finding to understand background and identify research gaps. Formulated hypotheses. Develop testable predictions or statements based on theory to guide research investigation and analysis. Research design plan methodology, including method, tools, and to ensure valid, reliable data connection. Next slide. Data connection, data analysis, interpretation, and conclusion. Data connection gather relevant information using surveys, experiment, observations, and or interviews based on research design. Data analysis process and analyzes connected data using and qualitative technique to identify pattern relationship. Interpretation and conclusion explain result, draw conclusion and related finding to objective suggesting implementation or future research. Next slide. Research process follow. Problem definition, literature review, hypothesis formulation, research design, data connection, data analysis, conclusion, and reporting. And now the next team member with Fardin Hassan.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is Mohammad Fardin Hassan. The last four digits of my ID are 1393. So let me start with step 1, which is defining the research problem. At this stage, the most important task is to clarify, understand what issue we are trying to investigate. First, we need to identify the research issue. This means recognizing and clearly stating the main problem that requires investigation and deeper understanding. Next, we define research questions. These questions should be specific and focused, as they guide their entire study and help us achieve our research objectives. Finally, we must understand the topic clearly, gaining the knowledge and subjects to ensure our analysis is accurate and that we can draw meaningful conclusions. Overall, this steps builds the foundation of the research by identifying issues and forming clear questions. Moving to the next slide 2, we can see that literature review. In this step, we clearly examine previous studies. The goal is to identify research gaps and understand existing theories and methodologies in a comprehensive way. First, we study previous research papers. This involves reviewing important works and combining historical perspectives with modern research trends. Second, we identify research gaps. By finding what is missing or unexplored in the current literature, we can discover new directions and innovative research. Finally, we improve research ideas. Through analysis, creativity, and understanding of gaps, we refining our research ideas and make them stronger and more impactful. So, this step helps us build a strong background and ensure us our research contributes something new. Moving to the next slide. Next step is formulating hypothesis. So, a hypothesis is basically educated prediction about possible outcomes based on existing knowledge, theory, and evidence. First, it predicts possible outcomes. It gives us a new idea of what we expect to find our research. Second, it provides direction for research. A clear hypothesis helps guides experiments, study design, and data collection. In simple terms, a hypothesis acts as a roadmap. It keeps our research focused and helps us test whether our assumptions are correct. Moving to the next slide, the final slide is step 4, research design. This step focuses on how we will actually conduct research. This step focuses on how we will actually conduct the research. First, we create a plan. This includes outlining procedures, timelines, participants, and resources to ensure the study is organized and reliable. Second, we choose methods and tools. We select appropriate techniques, instruments, and technologies to collect and analyze data effectively based on our research objectives. Third, we decide whether to use a qualitative or quantitative approach. This means choosing between descriptive insights or numerical data depending on what best suits our research goals. Overall, research design ensures that the study is well structured and capable of producing meaningful and accurate results. Thanks. Now my next team member, Atikur Rahman Rajiv, will represent the presentation.
Hello everyone. Before starting, I will introduce myself. My name is Atikur Rahman Rajiv. The last four digits of my ID is 1171. Now I am going to talk about data collection. Data collection explains methods of collecting data, including surveys, interviews, experiments, and observation to gather information for research and analysis purpose. So there are four methods for collecting data. Number one is interviews, surveys, or structure or unstructured conversation. And in our experiment for collecting our data, we test hypothesis by controlling variables or observing cause-effect relationship. And in our observation, we record behaviors or events systematically in natural or control settings. Next. All right, let's move into the data analysis step. There are two main parts to how we are handling this. So one is analyze collected data and another is identify patterns. So in short, we can say first, we are taking a real honest look at all the information that we have gathered. Then we start looking for patterns. So this is our data analysis step. Next. So we are at the final step, that is interpretation and conclusion. This is where we take all the hard work and turn it into something useful. Here we are looking at three main goals. First one is interpret research findings, and second one is test hypothesis, and last one is provide recommendation. So in our first goal, we saw that interpret research finding. And in our research finding, we analyze collected data to identify patterns, relationship, and meanings that answer the research question clearly. And in our second goals, that was test hypothesis. In these goals, we evaluate whether evidence supports or reject the initial hypothesis using appropriate statistical or logical method. And in our last goals of this step, provide recommendation. Uh, in here, we suggest practical actions based on findings to solve problems, improve outcomes, or guide decision better. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Atikur Rahman Rajiv, to give me opportunity to continue this session. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. This is Usama K. Hossain. My ID last four digits is 1485. My previous teammate talking about lots of things on about research. Now I am sharing some of advantages of research. Research is very important because it helps to create new knowledge and improve our understanding. It also improves decision making in different fields like business and technology. Please go to the next slide. Here we share some importance of and or advantages of research. Research helps to solve complex problems and support innovations and development. Can you please go to the next slide? Research has some limitations. It is often time consuming and costly. It also requires proper skills and expertise. In addition, collecting accurate data can sometimes it too difficult. Please go to the next slide. Change. Here are some applications of research. Research is widely used to many areas such as education, technology, medicine, business, and social science. It plays a key role in improving our daily life and advising society. Please go to the next slide. So the last one is conclusion and acknowledgement. To conclude, research is a systematic process that helps us gain knowledge, solve problems, and bring innovation. It's essential for the growth and development of any field. Please go to the next slide. Here is some references to this our today's presentation. That's I used this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing with us. This is our presentation we presented to you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.